Hi everyone, so in today's video I'll be trying out Spellbinders' new stencil of the month, and I think I'm going to pop the bonus item from the All Clubs crate on this, and I might mix in a little bit of the stamp, the clear stamp and die of the month for a sentiment. I mean, we have the number one, but maybe add a little something more on there. So I will say that I did do a whole unboxing, you know, gave measurements, talked about all these different particulars of all the clubs kits in a video that I released on the first, so I will link that video down in the description box if you want to see about that, because today we're just going to get right to it. This does make an A2, you know, background, but other than that, I'm not going to be measuring all these other items like I normally do. And I will say that, you know, I have these samples here because Spellbinders did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And the links I'll have down in the description box for the US and the UK will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. So they do have 5 stencils. I mean, you can mix and match. You can do maybe just these 3 or just like this one and this one, right? Some cool looking stuff. I'm going to do all the layers today, so we will do that. And then I was thinking, since we have this little like number one fan kind of like that little foam hand thing, you know, I live out here in San Diego, and sometimes the kids like to go to the Padres games and stuff like that, or maybe it's through the school, or just, you know, they go with their friends, or my husband takes them, or however. And their colors are like brown and gold. So I thought, you know what, we'll do brown and gold. I know it's gonna be a lot of brown and like orangey gold, but I think that'll be cute, right? They also do have a secondary colorway, which is really nice. It's like a really light, I'm sure they have names for it, but it's like a really light turquoise color with like a pink, and it's so pretty. But so you can find their, you know, their gear in both of those colors, and I guess a lot of their baseball team are doing that kind of thing, where they have like a secondary kind of thing that you can pick up. But anyway, just another way to sell more merch, I suppose. And so yeah, so we're gonna try them out. So we have the stencil, the burst mode, and then the little bonus, so the number one fan. And like I said, the bonuses in the past have been offered separately to purchase, but there is a exclusive to the All Clubs crate. It's like a better press plate or a set of dies, and that one is exclusive, and I don't know if they're gonna sell it later separately, but sometimes you'll be able to find this little guy you know, after the month is over. And speaking of that, I will say, if you're watching this video, that means you can sign up if you're brand new to the clubs. Again, there's no club commitment, meaning if you want this month, you know, you do the All Clubs crate, or you do just a stencil, or however you want to do that. You know, after a few days, it's going to ship to you, and you're gonna be slated for the next month, right? So if you just leave it alone, they have your, you know, card information. They'll charge the card on the 5th of the next month, and then it'll continue. Or you can cancel right after you get this one, you know, or after you've signed up in a few days, cancel it, and the next month will not come to you. But you know, you always have that preview period as you're a current club member between the 1st and the 5th. So, you know, on the 1st, you're like, oh, maybe not, or maybe I'm going to switch to just this one club. I don't want the All Clubs crate this time. You can make changes, right, before the 5th. Or cancel it altogether, right? But if you're a current club member, with the All Clubs crate, you get 15% off the site, and with the any of the other clubs, if you just stencil or just this or just that, you get 10% off as long as you are a current club member. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side, and then also you can sign up till the end of the month. There is a blackout period towards like the last week of the month where you can't pick it up anymore, okay? So just want to get that information to you. I do have a club, a card base here ready to go, which is an A2 card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 if you're making your own. And then I have a piece of cardstock that is already A2 size. I'll probably trim it down because I like matte layer a little bit, you know, like a little, yeah, matte layer. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5, but when we're done, I'll probably trim it. So I'm gonna grab, you know, oranges and browns. I think that's where I'm gonna go with this one. So I know I have some inks that I can kind of gradate the color. Maybe this will be the brown part. You know what I'm saying? So do orangey yellows here and then the brown. But I'll be right back. So if you have grip mats, good time to use them. Of course, I just like to show you old school. I'm just putting my paper down again. It's already 4 1/4 by 5.5. These are numbered, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. But like I said, mix and match them. Maybe the last one you wanted to have glitter, so, or one of these, you know, so maybe you want to gear that towards like the end of what you're doing, so that you can continue working without having to wait for the glitter to dry, or however. It looks like they're not really overlapping anyway, so they're just, you know, on their own area. I feel like there's a lot of gold yellow in these colors, and to be honest, I don't pay enough attention to the Padres to really know this, so I'm just going to start with like a yellow and then go into a little more orangey and then finally end with like oranges. So this, I've used orange before, so I know it's gonna mix. So I'm gonna start with like a yellow. I want to say they play at Petco Stadium. I don't really know. All I know is I've been to Petco Stadium one time to see Green Day and Fall Out Boy a couple years ago. It was like right after, well, I mean the pandemic stuff, but right after that kind of started clearing up, and so that was really fun. Okay. And you know, another thing you can do is kind of really focus in the very center, and so that it gets lighter as it goes out. Whatever it is you want to do to make it look even more cool. So that's number 1. And number 2. And again, you know, I can see that this is blocking the pieces there. There aren't really registration marks other than the very edges, right? So I can see that that blocks some of the stuff we just did. So that's where I'm going to place the stencil, right, to cover that area up a little bit. Let me get a little bit closer. I'll put this away. I'm going to go into a little deeper orange. I know they do a lot of cool things. Like one time they were having a thing where they were giving away like Harry Potter scarves, like to the different houses. So if you wanted a certain one, you want to get there early and all that. But really fun. So they were saying a lot of people are just trading them, obviously. Like, oh, they didn't get the one they wanted. And giving away shirts and products like all the time. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. This is my second color. Ooh, that's interesting. It's like where, yeah, it's just like right next to the one we just did. Okay. And then number 3, and number 3 is covering again those things, right? What we just did. So there you go. That's really pretty. Okay, let me put this away. I'll grab the next color. These get really deep, so maybe I'll go to this one and then end it with a slightly less orange. Oh, hold on. I would say I'm hardly getting any color here. I think I need to re-ink that one. So it's going to take me a little second dipping in here and bringing the color out, but I will be right back, okay? But just doing the same thing, just going over the whole thing. Okay. Try to hold it moved a little bit on me. Look at that. Very cool. And then the last one is going to do the center and then some other cool things on the very edge. So I'm just paying attention to that. I'll put my little piece of tape. Let me clean up just a little bit and I'll grab this next darkest orange. And I'm going with the lighter, I'm not the darkest orange that I have in my stash, but maybe I should have gone with the darker one, to be honest. I was just going to say, because it's only a little bit on the very edges, but that's all right. Okay. So this little bit, this is really fun and like grungy. All right, so I'm just going to hit these side edges here, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I definitely could have gone with the darker orange. But there you go. Looks really cool. You can see that. And then I think this just finishes it off. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. But again, you don't have to. It's your project. Do whatever you like. And let me clean up just a little bit and grab a brown ink. And, not the darkest brown, but a good shade. Looks very cool. I'm just going to add this in all over this section and all over this bottom section here. It moved on me and I pulled my hand up because if it moves and you're still doing that, it's going to make a halo. All right, so I'm going to rinse all these guys off. I did use water-based dye ink, so they'll rinse off really easy. And I'm going to trim this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Just took the slightest amounts off the different sides there. I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down to my card base here. And then with these little guys, I'm just debating. I think I'll do a brown background. That way it pops more. So brown with this. This could be gold or just like an orangey yellow kind of color. That'd be great. Everything's going to fall out, so it's just the little outline. But I suppose if you want to pop things back in, you can do that. But I'll do that. Let's do number 1 in black. Although, you know, anyway, just so it really shows. Or maybe white. Let's do white, just to not bring it in like another color. And then we have these pieces. So this is the sleeves, so whatever color you want the person wearing, and maybe they're wearing, you know, an orange or brown. I think they're usually brown shirts with yellow, goldish accents. We'll see. So maybe this is going to be brown, and then like a little hand, this is part of the arm showing, so just like a little skin tone for that. And I'll be right back. So that's really pretty. We have this piece. I just want to show you how the little fingers pop out, and then you can just fit them back in really easily. I think I'd already misplaced one by the time I showed you here, if you wanted to do that. Okay, so, okay, a couple things. Let's use this part right now. And this is the skin tone. I don't know if anyone's skin tone is like that, but there you go. I just use an off, like, creamy color there. That goes there. This is going to go behind. Actually, this goes here. I probably shouldn't have put glue there. But there are lines to show you kind of where things go. I wasn't quite ready for this part yet, but that's all right. I'm going to stick it down now. And then this guy goes behind. And I did a little bit darker brown. I didn't have enough of this dark brown to make the whole thing that way, but I just did a little darker to go in the back, right? So for the accent, right? It just goes behind there. You're just following the curve. Cute. And then this little guy. I have a fine tip on this, so I'm just going to go around, but if you don't have something like that, you can put glue just on the back of your hand and then just tap this into it, and that always worked real well for me. But I'm going to go around for a second and add glue all around the back. Okay. And that just kind of lines in there. Cute. Like I said, I think the number 1, I'm going to put it, I'm going to embed it. I know normally if it is a glove like that, it's probably on the back side, or maybe it's on both sides. I don't know. But I am going to, it should be the hashtag and then the 1, right? So I'm going to put it on here. I'm just putting it on here just because it seems easier. And hopefully this stuff will hit where it needs to. Look at that. Pretty good, pretty good. Needs a little help, but that's all right. Cute. That is so cute, you guys. Now it can be like this. It can be straight up and down. I didn't think about that, so I kind of like it a little more dynamic like that. Cute. And then our sentiment. And it can definitely be popped up on dimensionals. I'm just going to glue it right down. This die is super cute, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to hold that down and clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. So with the clear stamp and dies of the month here, I like this. I was going to do Hope Your Day's a home run, and I thought, well, you know what, let's do 2 sentiments, because I do like this. You're in a league of your own, and then Hope Your Day's a home run, right? Cute. Okay, so I think I'll just cut those, or my goodness, excuse me, I think I'll just stamp those on some white cardstock, and then I'll just cut them out. And, I'll use the die that comes along, because again, it'll cut both of them. If you want to use a matte layer, you can do that too, but I'm just going to stamp these. Just make sure I have it. Okay. These are some really long sentiments. I'm just going to make sure they're like nice and straight. Okay. And I'll just use a little stamp positioner and stamp them with some black ink. So I will be right back. And yeah, I could have used, brown ink, orange, right? Bring that back to the front, but I think that's cute. Look, love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that down like this, eyeballing left and right. This one I'll trim it down because it's a nice and long die so that you can cut everything, but if you want to cut the edges or even dovetail, you can do that too, right? But I'm just gonna cut this one. Again, just eyeballing, that's centered there. Put some tape. Right, and you definitely want to tape both sides because you don't want it to move at all. I'll run these through and I'll be right back. Okay, and this one, I'm just going to trim off the edge. I mean, you can leave it just as long, but I feel like I'm just going to trim it down. So, just going to take that. And I'm eyeballing this, but of course you can put that like on a guillotine or a trimmer. Yay, okay. And I'm just going to glue these guys down. And that is our card for today. I love this. I mean, you can have them in different places, but I feel like they should just be kind of off-centered from each other. Put this one as far over this way. So I try to bring this as left as I could, because it's a pretty long sentiment there. And then this one, I'll pop it over to the right as much as I can. Now I just stamped this, like, I know for me, VersaFine ink, I'm telling you, it just dries so slowly. So I end up getting it all over. So I'm going to turn that over and just squeeze that for them back. See, I even got a little bit of ink right there. All right, let me clean up and we'll appreciate the card. Okay guys, and there it is. I think that came out really nice, really cool, you know, pair it with whatever it is that the recipient is into, right? The colors for their team. Really, really cute. You know, high school, all those kinds of things, all the little league and everything. Oh my gosh, adorable. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box as available for the US and the UK, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.